Check, check, check. Check, check. ELYSIUM stream, guys. If you like Shadowrun, you like this. And I like Shadowrun. So you know I had to run in real quick. One day I'll have some mods where I'd have to be doing all of this configuration. But until then, you know, I have to share it on the socials. Then remember to put it on YouTube. Leave it. Leave it. You can help me with some water, please. It's not so good, man. I need to go to my bed tonight. Feel my back. Alright. The computer not streaming your machine. Alright. New game, yeah. Yeah, man, Disco ELYSIUM, Quan Wagwan. Big up Quan in the stream, guys. So this is a classic type RPG where there's a lot of reading and the decisions you make affect the whole game, and you know, like that space game, man. Mass Effect. I don't know if you ever played Mass Effect, where the decisions you make at one point in the game affect the rest of the game. That's really the true nature of RPGs. So this is like that, but less action, I think. But yeah, obviously less action. It's more like Shadowrun, where there's a lot of reading and the stats that you have will affect the kind of choices you have in the game, and the choices you make will affect the gameplay you have. So I've been wanting to play it. As you see, there's a continue. So I did play it already, just to get a hang of it, to see if it's how much like Shadowrun it is. It's pretty close, but it's definitely its own game with its art style, unique. Yeah, exactly. It's like those Goosebumps books where, you know, it tell you, are you gonna run or jump, and then you forgot to page 20 and it's jumping off caused this to happen, jump to page 65, yada. So I just picked one of the archetypes that they have randomly, just to get a feel of it. And yeah, I definitely want run in. So we're here. Ready for running. Respect for joining the stream. Big up Quan. Big up Russ' wife, Shan M, Guardian Russ, the whole team. Big up the squad for the squadron, man. I'm there have my sensor beans, you know, bro, because this game going require a lot of reading. So it's a chill stream today. Start the stream late, so don't have too much action go on. But without further ado, yeah, man, I hope so, because I like it. So it would be good if people like it too. Remember, we're streaming on Twitch, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Kick. Big up OBS for the feature. Remember, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram too, but we don't really post much. But definitely YouTube and TikTok for the virality. You can multi-stream. Yes, bro. Bro, I figured out how to multi-stream, and you're not going to believe how simple it is. Let me just tell you. So I start the stream on the PS5 directly to Twitch with me. Then I jump on the laptop, I load up OBS, and then I open up a browser window, and I set that browser window to watch the Twitch stream, and then I set the browser window that's watching the Twitch stream to be the display window for the OBS YouTube stream. And then I have a plugin named Multiple Output that I add kick to that. So from OBS, I streaming directly to YouTube and directly to Twitch using the browser that's running, directly to YouTube and directly to Kick using the browser that's running the Twitch stream. I don't know why I didn't think of it before, bro. But it came to me and I was just like, mind fucking blown, bro. And it works well. There's a delay. The longest delay is Kick, and that's because Kick Stream is using the multi-output plugin. So there's like a 10-second delay, truthfully, but the audio is in sync. So the Kick stream is like 10 seconds behind, the YouTube stream is like 3 or 4 seconds behind, and the Twitch stream is, live. But they're all live, really, if you get me. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So I have the thinker archetype, sensitive, physical. I had started with physical, just to see what that's about. And a lot of the options that you get during the gameplay are pretty much what you'd expect, but you have high perception. You see hand-eye coordination as a plus, where you have physical and the numbers, then hand-eye coordination. That's like a special skill for this archetype. And the hand-eye coordination gives you high perception, so you notice a lot of things with this build, this archetype, but you're not very smart. So you can't do a lot with the information. You can do something, but you can't do a lot. So I would think I'd prefer something along the lines of one of these, especially since it's about the reading. Okay, jump right into the create your own. I would choose thinker. What's thinker? Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Yeah. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. So I would want to be a thinker, but I want to be better with people. So I would want sensitivity. And based on the fact that I expect him to do a lot of reading, I wouldn't put much into physical. So let's see what we can get going. So 5 is great, 4 is good, 3 is average. Let's just average out everything. Alright. Thinking about joining the Marvel War. What are Rivals? Yeah, load up our Rivals stream. Yeah, man, do the right thing, bro. As soon as you start stream, I'll get bring up one of them machine, yeah, to join in. Oh, okay. You don't have it yet. Okay. Yeah, man, do the right thing, bro. It's a bit frustrating, but what game isn't? Truthfully, you have a good team, you can get places. I don't know. I think it's a little more fast-paced. Not think. It's a lot more fast-paced than Dota. But MOBA skills translate well. So, yeah, man, when you're ready, just send me that invite, bro. So I want these two to be high. I'm gonna go for weak physique. I'm supposed to be a police officer, so I want to be sensitive to people, but also smart. And I'm gonna say this motoric thing makes you perceptive. So do I want to be a mind ninja? I think I get to level up enough, but I should be really good at something to start. So I'm gonna say average psyche, high intelligence. Or better yet, average intellect. So I'm emotionally intelligent. Can read people well. So let's go with this. Signature skill. Cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops to non-suicidal. Volition urges you to be a good guy to others and to yourself. It enables you to resist temptation, be it in a bottle, between a pair of legs, end of an iron barrel. Gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale. At high levels, volition makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper. At low levels, you'll have little morale without the youth profoundly unstable cop. Do we want to be the unstable cop? Nah, because I was the unstable cop when I first played it with the physical archetype. I was just punching everybody and just knocking everything. One of the guys, I get him a spinning kick. So let's read the other stuff. Hunches and gut feelings. Hunch. At high levels, in an empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your clothing, conversations that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. However, you'll be with low in an empire, you'll be void of imagination and character. High levels, put in other people's shoes, you cry for their sorrows. At high levels, authority demands respect. Even a perceived slight could send you into knee-breaking mode. At higher levels, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms. So I did say I want to be good with people, so let's be suggestive. Intimidate the public, assert yourself. Nah, let's work with suggestive. That's it, better to walk with a team. Yes, bro. 100%.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious from hence in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here.
Yeah, man, do the right thing, bro.
Irreversible.
Thanks for joining the stream, yo.
Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. Alright, nothing down to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. The fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sign.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Man is an alcoholic, huh? So where is the key? Oh, keys. Guess not.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in, has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Suicidal.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm insinuating and vaguely sympathetic.
Please promise
Meant for the
yourself you are
ladies.
not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Let's roll.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Let's roll.
It's too late. Like an image on film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
So even when the percentage is low, I realize you can still roll and can still win or be successful rather.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. No, it's many years of combined self-neglect and self-abuse. There's no shame in surrendering now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face, like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. Lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor,
swear, bro.
said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
I guess that's the quickest way to end the game right there. Yo, that's fucking crazy. Alright. So let's do that again, huh? You know, five and four. Two and four. We're still going with that. We're just not going to kill ourselves this time.
There is
I'm gonna pick first decisions for everything.
You got it, sweet brother. I know you do. Coming right up, sir. All right. Do you want me to upgrade that to a... The Song of Death is sweet fountain and like a...
You can take it. You're...
The stench of liquor, a fiery...
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a mounted language.
I'm standing this time.
You hear it says, what? This fat ball, has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. You feel something in your chest.
Oh,
An unnatural
no way.
pressure. It's spreading to your left arm. Your jaw very, very bad. All you feel is pain
Oh,
and
no
weakness.
way.
You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so
So because
dark.
I'm so
You don't
weak,
even see her face. Like you always thought you would.
I just can't
You
fuck around
only
with
see
my health
pain
at all. I'm
and
gonna
fear.
die. So anything
Cops
that
are
could harm me is
protective
gonna kill me with one physique. Alright. That says a lot. That means we'll have to play with our objective now. So alright. So we definitely want suggestion because we want to be able to charm everybody so we're not getting hurt for nothing. Yeah. We're gonna work with that. Okay. Alright, so we'll get blitz through this and not fuck around with our health.
So,
So we're middle-aged, alcoholic, on the verge of death. Cool.
you hear it's... This fat ball, has it been? The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up. What you have in your hand, if it's your... An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie. The switch must be broken because...
Yeah, we're not gonna pull on the light bulb. That's interesting. You can eat a sandwich, or me can eat a sandwich, if you feel that strongly about it.
A mirror
Sorry, I
hangs
didn't see
above a
that
bent
shirt
and
before.
broken sink. Hot water spreads. Suddenly, you realize you have really all recollection of the as you abort. You clearly have not thought this through. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose, it's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression? Please stop. It's horrible. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What is there? Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. That's right. Not even yourself. Go ahead, try something. It's not an order.
These won't kill me, and I could
Like
get
the
them.
rest of you, it comes from a bad place. It's too late. Like an...
We'll be back. Nothing is easier to see from afar. It's hardly see it. Let's zoom out a little bit then. There.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
No blood either.
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Congratulations, you smashed the window. Can still find the other on the balcony outside.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Alright, let's go get our shoes, guys.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Hello, officer.
March 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Goddamn right.
Okay, cool. I won't.
She means it. She wouldn't defy authority, however sweaty and bloated it may look.
Good question. How did you know?
First, I have to ask. Are you okay, sir? You look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth, right in front of her, right here. It makes you put your hand on your stomach and swallow.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Raging alcoholic. Sure.
Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
And now, it never stops. Goodbye.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it. Still no answer.
Nah, let's not push it.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Utterly, through a PA system, by other people. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. You have not yet stumbled on the right lament. No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound.
So I think they want you to play into the depression.
You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Of the character. So when you pick...
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about the rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
Do I want to play into the alcoholism though? And I'm supposed to be smart and good with people.
Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah, man. Let's get wild. Lick it.
Lick it. Nah.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Man is sleeping at the table wearing mud cake boots and rolled down overalls. Back of his shirt reads Wild Pines.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
8%. I could still roll this enough.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Did I do that?
This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? Oh, it's not? You're right, it's not.
He has no respect for you personally, but this man sees himself as a law-abiding citizen, and you a representative of that law. He tries to avoid outright conflict.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I could if I were a bartender, but I'm not. I'm the cafeteria manager, so I won't.
There may be some way to get a drink out of him, even for you, but this is not it.
Can't kill the argument there.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange. like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time. Not yet time for what?
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
No.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should... as soon as we are done talking to the... After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
The worker, isn't it? Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Ex-wife.
What was with that fucking wink?
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Why would I say that? I guess
Whatever
that's
do you
flirting.
mean? Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers of me. Morel says it's my theme song. Yes, dear. I'm a...
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Galt, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Prison 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Prison 41...
No, you cannot.
Rude.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name. Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez?
Good
No,
question.
I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask
There's a
your
book here, sir.
questions.
Basically.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I'm gonna press him.
What?
That's good. But there is a timetable for this investigation, dictated to us by the stages of decomposition. And it says we need to move on.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination.
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Mr. Feminist, because I pressed him about him asking out the girl. Cause he was being rude, so I just press him. So that was an option for me to say that I am a feminist. And I used that to press him. So now I actually have something called a feminist thought, and I didn't get that in my first playthrough.
No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him! No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
The lieutenant looks at you tugging on your garish tie. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Thank you.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Definitely this.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station. Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead, but I'm not giving you another room. No, not cool. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
+2 authority against men. That's crazy.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. In time or space? That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
That's another thought. A feminist hobo cop.
Hello again, sweetie.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul. Not head, child. Heads.
I'm not sure I understand. If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdall somewhere. Rows and rows of Hyamdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdall, Return to Hyamdall. And the solipsistic Man from Hyamdall and the Hyamdall Man. Maybe 100. Man from Hyamdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyamdall and the false god. Man from Hyamdall and the scorched earth. Man from Hyamdall, the Hyamdall colonies. Man from Hyamdall and the swamp beast. Man from Hyamdall and the snow crabs. Not even close. Man from Hyamdall in hell. Man from Hyamdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyamdall under the lake. Man from Hyamdall. Hyamdall, nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain. small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for an endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module. The side panel notes, a fantastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Oh, 40 cents.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? It certainly feels like whatever you are will die with you.
Shouldn't have done that.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
The display rack is...
Oh, Man from Hyandal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyandalaman, the Man from Hyandal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series. Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go! Get back there. The books await you. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books. She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved. You see see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. Inhabitants of Île-de-Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Sounds like it might kill me.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
What are you, a coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us on the other side.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Yes?
What does he think?
What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
You don't know. I assumed you were in on it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
Hello again, esteemed officer. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. No! Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
But officer, there's nothing natural unnatural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
You can hit up in mouth.
Time to fire up the old lie machine.
No.
The lieutenant looks at you. Wait, you've got this. Just go with it. This is elegant.
You're called... what? What is this, a joke, Mr. Policeman? Do you...
He turns away, not before you can see a small hint of a smile. He's struggling to not crack up.
How did I fail that? That's so
Technically, that's what crime bros would do. Yes, commit crimes.
Sir, I really don't have time for your jokes. The situation is very serious.
Put skill points into drama. Okay, that didn't work out. We're gonna leave that curtain alone.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same crime fiction. Is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. Come on, this is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here...
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by. The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a lot. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Ian Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Houdon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Faubourg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City. This Ozon is in the northeast. A dust mite stand. You can. Lost. 800. The ocean break connection. You have little. Perhaps. This large map. Ozon disintegrating in the northeast. A dust mite stand. You can. Lost 850. The ocean breaks apart connections to other worlds. You have little idea what they are. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer.
That was a lot, huh?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime,
I'll wrap up this. Jump on something else.